up, YouTube? Welcome back to another great episode of Epic Mindsets. Guys, it's bhymes, and I'm giving you guys this motivation. I'm giving you this positivity. But before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I did a video last week about not living your life based upon other people's opinions. And while I think it's detrimental to live your life based upon other people's opinions that might be against you, I believe it's more detrimental to be against yourself. Listen, we got enough things that come against us in life already. But the very last thing that you want to do is be against yourself. So never be your own worst enemy. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking, and it probably sounds something like this. Bhymes, how can I be against myself? Or how can I be my own worst enemy?
What you talking about, Will?
So let me break it down to you. Oh yes, bhymes finna break it down to you. So when we limit ourselves or don't believe in ourselves, we're literally against ourselves. I don't believe a lot of us are intentionally against ourselves, but here's the situation. We're all dealing with a lot of pressure in our lives. And let's be real, life is hard and unfair sometimes. People are struggling to make ends meet and even dealing with a lot of personal issues. Even teenagers are dealing with a lot of pressure. I know my older son is dealing with a lot of pressure. He's an athlete, he plays soccer, he does cross country, plus he's in the band and he plays the trumpet. And while doing all that stuff, he has to maintain good grades academically while getting ready to take an SAT. The problem is when we're going through this pressure, negative thoughts come into our minds. And when we receive enough of these kind of thoughts, it can make us insecure and lower our self-esteem. The crazy thing about this is it's not even another human being that's doing this to us. It's our own mind. It's our own mind that's doing it to us. But bhymes, there the voice goes again. I can't control every single thought I have, and I'm gonna have to agree with you. You can't control every single thought you have, but what's the solution? To think pessimistically and be against yourself? Because that's not a recipe for success. There's a quote, I'm not 100% sure who it's by, but this quote has helped me out of a lot of bad situations in my life, and I'll talk about it, talk about the situations in another video, because I don't want to get off topic. And it goes like this. We can't control everything that happens to us in life, but we can control how we react to them. So guys, wouldn't it be better to focus on the things that we do have control over? Now, as human beings, we need food to function. And the type of foods we consume depends on how good we function. Likewise, your conscious mind consumes food too. And the type of food it consumes depends on how good it will function. So how does our mind actually receive food? Everything that we listen to, everything that we watch, everything that we talk about, and everything we read is just like food to our minds. If you really think about it, our conscious mind actually consumes more food than our stomach does. Now let me give you an example. Imagine somebody who gossips every single day. And every single day they watch the Steve Wilkos show and they still watching, Jerry Springer reruns. But their main reason for watching these shows every day is to feel better about themselves. Because somebody else's misfortunes brings them joy. And I believe these type of people are toxic. What makes them toxic? Their minds, consuming all that negative energy and all those unhealthy foods mentally, right? So they have no choice but to have negative thoughts when they're living a life like that. People who store too much negative thoughts are more capable of falling into depression. And worst case scenario, they start having suicidal thoughts. And then they got to be checked into a hospital after that point. So how can you fight life or believe in yourself with a mind like that. So remember, we gotta consume more good foods than we do bad foods mentally. And every time you tune in to my channel, Epic Mindset, man, you're getting a lot of positive and mental nutrition. But don't only watch my channel, there's a lot of great channels on YouTube. I personally have over 30 people that I listen to. Some I listen to on YouTube, some I listen to on Audible, and some I just read about. But my favorite motivational speaker of all time is Les Brown. Also, there's a lot of places, communities, and support groups that promote positivity. I don't know everybody's belief, obviously, but if you're spiritual, church is a great place to go to because it promotes a lot of positivity. Another great place is the gym, because in the gym you can relieve a lot of stress. And when you're consistently in the gym, you start to see results. Then you start building up your confidence because you've been following through with your commitments. Guess what? That's more positivity being promoted toward your mind. So instead of being against yourself or focusing on things that you can't change, you start thinking about solutions that are available. That's the right mindset to have, especially when you're going through hardships in life. So it's going to be a whole lot easier to believe in yourself with that type of mindset. Last but not least, another way to be against yourself is to limit yourself. So the question is, how do you limit yourself? So anytime you give up on something you had the potential to achieve, you limit yourself. Anytime you don't give 100% to your dream or goal, you limit yourself. I remember when I first started doing sales, which was approximately 3.5 years ago. I was a super duper introvert, so I wasn't comfortable talking to people. I would prospect through phones, and I would mostly prospect door to door. People would hang up on me, slam the door in my face, and yell at me. I remember one person yelled at me so loud, I forgot how to speak English in that moment. Those people made me feel like a panhandler, and that's probably how I was carrying myself while I was prospecting. But I hated sales, and it showed. The next day, I skipped a lot of doors. If they yelled at me or had a bad attitude, I skipped those too. So out of 110 doors that day, I probably skipped 70 doors. I really limited myself that day, and only because I was uncomfortable, and I missed out on a lot of opportunities. Plus, I thought to myself, that habit is not gonna make me successful. Why am I out here? Why am I wasting my time? As time went by, I made sure I changed my bad habits into good habits. I got training, I read a lot of books on sales, I got promoted, and I became good in sales. But once I realized how to follow my customers and to fill up my whole week with appointments, I became even better in sales because those were more opportunities. That's what we need to do in life, is to create a bunch of opportunities for ourselves, because we miss 100% of the shots we don't take in life. And even if we put a blind man in front of a basketball goal and give him enough opportunities, he'll end up making a shot. So remember, always believe in yourself, never limit yourself, create opportunities for yourself, and never be your own worst enemy. Thanks for watching this whole episode, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on my next video.